The average American owes about $22,000, and that's not even counting their house. So what happens if you just stop paying it back? Quick note, this is general information, not financial or legal advice. Every situation is different, and the rules vary by where you live. What really happens to you? Most people picture something dramatic. Police, jail, losing everything overnight. The truth is far stranger, and it unfolds in slow, predictable stages. Stages most people never see coming. At first, is almost nothing happens. A payment quietly gets missed. A small late fee is added. Interest keeps stacking on top. For a few weeks, the world barely notices. But a clock has started ticking. Then the first real blow lands. Your credit score starts to fall. That invisible number that decides almost everything. Whether you can rent, borrow, even get a job. And it falls fast. Next come the calls. The lender wants its money. Politely at first, then constantly. This is the stage most people feel real pressure. If you still don't pay, something happens behind the curtain. The lender quietly gives up on you. On their books, your debt is written off as a loss. But that does not mean it's gone. It just changed owners. They sell your debt to a collection company, often for just pennies on the dollar. Now a new player owns your debt, and they paid almost nothing for it, so they'll push hard to collect the full amount. If the debt is big enough, they take the next step. They can take you to court. If they win, they get a judgment, an official ruling that you owe. And that's when it gets real. In many places, they can garnish your wages, taking a cut before it ever reaches you, or freeze the money in your bank account. This is the part that actually hurts. But here's the relief most people never hear. In most countries, you don't go to prison for owing money. For ordinary debts like credit cards or loans, it's not a crime, and you can't be jailed just for owing. The threats that hint otherwise are usually bluffs, and there's a hidden clock most people miss. Every debt has a time limit, after a certain number of years. In many places, the collector legally can't sue you for it anymore. The debt turns into a ghost. These are called zombie debts. One catch: none of this applies to back taxes, child support, or federal student loans. Those can take your wages without ever going to court, and one wrong move can bring it back to life. And be careful. In many states, even one small payment can accidentally restart that clock. There's a second clock too. After about 7 years, that missed debt falls off your credit report entirely. The damage doesn't last forever, it fades. And if it all becomes too much, there's an emergency exit, bankruptcy, a legal reset that wipes many debts clean. It bruises your credit for years. But it's a real off-ramp, not the end of the world. And here's something a lot of people are never told. Remember then, they bought your debt for almost nothing. So they'll often settle. If you're actually in this spot, talk to a nonprofit credit counselor or a licensed attorney before deciding anything. Debt is almost always a negotiation, not a fixed sentence. Most people pay full price simply because they never ask. So what happens if you never pay your debt? Not prison, not the end of your life, just a rough couple of years. A system of pressure, clocks, and bluffs, and a surprising number of doors marked exit, if you know they're there. Debt isn't a cage, it's a process with rules, deadlines, and options. The more you understand it, the better your decisions can be. But there's a deeper game underneath all of this. Why do the people who understand money keep pulling ahead while everyone else runs in place? That answer changes everything, and it's right here.